From the rising of the sun to its going down, the Lord's name is to be praised. Let us open our hearts to his presence and listen for his voice in the stillness of this evening hour. Our evening sacrifice, the Desire of Ages, chapter 50, Among Snares, July 28th. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. This chapter is based on John 7:16 to 36, 40 to 53, and John 8, verse 8 to 11. Jesus answered them and said, My doctrine is not mine, but his that sent me. If any man will do his will, he shall know of the doctrine, whether it be of God, or whether I speak of myself. He that speaketh of himself seeketh his own glory, but he that seeketh his glory that sent him, the same is true, and no unrighteousness is in him. John 7:16 to 18. All the while Jesus was in Jerusalem during the feast, he was shadowed by spies. Day after day, new schemes to silence him were tried. The priests and rulers were watching to entrap him. They were planning to stop him by violence. But this was not all. They wanted to humble this Galilean rabbi before the people. On the first day of his presence at the feast, the rulers had come to him demanding by what authority he taught. They wished to divert attention from him to the question of his right to teach, and thus to their own importance and authority. My teaching is not mine, said Jesus, but his that sent me. If any man willeth to do his will, he shall know of the teaching, whether it be of God or whether I speak from myself. John 7, verse 16 and 17. The question of these cavillers Jesus met, not by answering the cavil, but by opening up truth vital to the salvation of the soul. The perception and appreciation of truth, he said, depends less upon the mind than upon the heart. Thus, trust must be received into the soul. It claims the homage of the will. If truth could be submitted to the reason alone, pride would be no hindrance in the way of its reception, but it is to be revealed through the work of grace in the heart, and its reception depends upon the renunciation of every sin that the Spirit of God reveals. Man's advantages for obtaining knowledge of the truth, however great these may be, will prove of no benefit to him unless the heart is open to receive the truth, and there is a conscious surrender of every habit and practice that is opposed to its principles. To those who thus yield themselves to God, having an honest desire to know that and to do his will, the truth is revealed as the draw of God for their as the power of God for their salvation. These will be able to distinguish between him who speaks for God and him who speaks merely from himself. The Pharisees had not put their will on the side of God's will. They were not seeking to know the truth, but to find some excuse for evading it. Christ showed that this was why they did not understand his teaching. This passage was taken from The Desire of Ages, page 455 to 456, Pacific Press Publishing Association, copyright 2005, or Evening Sacrifice, July 28th. I encourage you to connect with God and receive strength to overcome obstacles each day. Thank you for listening. Please join us tomorrow as we offer up our evening sacrifice.